In this section of the course, we're going to look at the elements of the daily management process. And we start by having a quick overview. So let's first of all remind ourselves of what is daily management, just by pulling out some of the key words in that definition. So it's team-based, it's visual, we use a regular cadence, we're driving improvements, and we're using our most critical metrics to understand how we're performing. What we call our KPIs, our key performance indicators. And a watch out in your organisation is, if ever people are talking about key KPIs, if you've ever heard that, what that tells you is that people either, one, don't understand what a KPI is, a key performance indicator is, or you've actually got too many KPIs or too many performance indicators that are labelled as KPIs, and people are actually trying to differentiate within those KPIs. So let's ensure we've got just a few meaningful key performance indicators that will really allow us to manage the performance on a daily basis. We'll talk more about KPIs later on in the course, but that's really a watch out to have as you go through this course and as you reflect on what's going on in your own organisation. So in daily management, when we're off track, it's again the team that's applying problem solving, they're taking purposeful action, and they've got a high sense of urgency. And again, we've talked about this a few times now, but it's about making the news, not reporting the news. So I talked before about the 4 key elements of the daily management process. I'm actually going to potentially confuse matters a little bit by adding a couple of extra things on top of this. What I'm going to add on is and on and problem solving. They're not actually key elements of the daily management process. The 4 we talked about earlier really are, but I do want to also spend some time talking about and on and problem solving, because I think it's important that you really understand those concepts as well, because there's sometimes elements of a lean system that are misunderstood. So I want to really make sure that I've covered those properly. So in the next lesson, we'll start getting into the elements in detail, starting with leadership and leader standard work.